Do you look like this or this for the most of your day? And you would like to look like this? I'm not selling you anything, so no worries. Just a few minutes of your precious time will do. There is so much more of life than we are aware of. What's there to do to achieve that state of happiness? We encounter many gurus and teachers telling us what to do, but it's not that complicated. Everyone can do this. Life is a game that we need to learn how to play. Can you imagine playing Monopoly without knowing the rules? You would totally suck. You need to learn the rules first. There are some natural laws or rules that exist and work all the time, and they don't favor anybody. Like gravity. Gravity doesn't care if you are good or bad, young or old, this or that. It always works. There is also one very important law or rule that we aren't aware of. We often call it law of attraction. Call it whatever you like. Are you able to stop resisting to your current life situation and accept it simply because it's here already, and you are able to close your eyes and imagine yourself already having what you want? Dr. Joe Dispenza has something to share with you.
So then the action of rehearsal and installing the neurological hardware, by firing and wiring the same circuitry, the hardware becomes a software program, which means you're going to start automatically acting like a different person. You're going to start automatically thinking in new ways. And then to trade guilt or anxiety or aggression or hatred or anger, to say those are emotions of the past, and as long as I live by these emotions, those emotions are influencing my thoughts. If emotions are a record of the past, then I'm thinking in the past, so my past is going to be my future. So if I want to be wealthy, I can't bring lack. If I want to be happy, I can't bring pain. Well, so then let's get beyond the emotion. So by trading those limited survival emotions and teaching people how to elevate their emotional state, and really measure to tell them you're doing it or you're not doing it. When you teach your body emotionally what that future is going to feel like, and you say, I'm not going to get up until I feel this feeling, and I'm locked into that feeling. Well, the side effect of that is, let's just say that you can contact the emotions of your future, and you teach your body what it feels like emotionally. The joy, the gratitude, the appreciation, the love for life, the joy for existence, the inspiration. And most people do that in the beginning. They feel kind of funny, like, why am I doing this? Because they've been hypnotized and conditioned to need a reason to feel that. Right. Something outside of them has got to change how they feel inside of them. So they spend their whole life in lack and emptiness waiting for it to happen. But living in lack isn't going to create it. But if you start understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it, and the stronger the emotion you feel, the more you're going to pay attention to the picture in your mind. You begin to remember your future. You are branding that circuitry in your brain, and now you're emotionally conditioning your body into the future. Now here's the side effect of that. If you can do that properly and become familiar with those states of mind and body, and you get up feeling like your future has already happened, I guarantee you, you're going to stop looking for it. I guarantee you, you're going to stop analyzing why it hasn't happened. You're going to feel like it has already happened. Now, the work is to be able to maintain that modified state of mind and body your entire day. You got to be able to sustain that state independent of your coworkers, independent of your boss, independent of your ex, independent of your finances, independent of the traffic. And if you're able to do that, you will begin to see the feedback in your life. In a sense, when energy makes it to the heart, it begins to broaden the field around the body. An energy that's literally measurable, a magnetic field. And that energy is a frequency. And that frequency can carry the thought of your health, of your wealth, of your freedom, of your new relationship, of your new job. The frequency or the emotion of suffering can't carry the thought of health. It can't carry the thought of your new future. So then when there's a vibrational match between the energy, because we're always emitting energy and information, when there's a vibrational match between your energy and some possibility that exists in the quantum field, something magical happens, because once energy makes it to your heart, you're creating from the field instead of from matter. Now this weird thing starts to happen and things start coming to you. Now you don't have to rush anywhere to get it. You're not creating. from three-dimensional reality to three-dimensional reality, that takes time. You're creating from the field, and it's the field that creates matter. So all of a sudden, you start seeing things coming to you. When you see that, and you start to see that they're coming in unusual ways that surprise you, you're going to begin to wake up to the fact that you're probably more the creator of your life and less of the victim of your life. So teaching people how to do that, and then be able to become studious, to become the scientist in their life, to measure the effects of them at cause. Whatever's going on in the news, whatever's going on in the media, whatever's going on, it's incidental to the fact that now they're beginning to make great strides. So when people come, for all kinds of reasons to our work, they come to get healthy, they come to get wealthy, they come to have a relationship, they come for a mystical experience. But I now know they really come for wholeness. And when you feel so whole because your brain is so orderly and so coherent, and you've trained your heart to be more in coherence, and you feel that kind of joy for no reason at all, this is where it gets interesting, because now all of a sudden you're no longer seduced by the conditions in your outer world. In fact, you're seeing the hidden meaning behind everything because you're viewing it from a greater level of consciousness. So sitting in the fire of your guilt, sitting in the fire of your pain, and knowing what to do when that happens, and teaching people that as they begin to lower the volume to those emotions, as they begin to self-regulate, that's the greatest challenge they have in their lives. I mean, people say to me, what do you do in the morning? Well, 2 hours in the morning, that's a lot of time. Well, if I can overcome myself at the beginning of the day, the rest of my day is easy. Because my brain waves are just right. I don't have to work as hard. Yeah, my body's a little fatigued, but I'm between worlds. And so my body's a little tired, but I get up and do it. And to me, I allow for 2 hours. Sometimes I can nail it in 45 minutes or an hour, and sure, I'm done. Other times, I'm on the wrong time zone, I have meetings all day long, got a lot going on, and I'm just not going to fall prey to that common state of thinking. The first part in truly creating a new personal reality is overcoming your present personality. You got to get beyond the normal thinking patterns, the normal urges of action and habits, to get beyond certain emotions that are residuals from the day before. That's the work right there. That's the part you have to overcome. So some days you just kind of slip in and it's magic because you've been practicing, like having a great golf game or a great tennis game or a great run or a great session of knitting. You're in your groove. Other days you got to work a little bit more for it. And for me, what I've learned is those hard days, the days that are the most challenging, are always the most rewarding. Because now you're uncompromising to an outcome. And if it takes you an hour to get beyond yourself, to find the present moment, because that's the only place where the unknown exists, the familiar emotions and hardwired patterns of the past are the known, the predictable future in trying to forecast the feeling of every event in our life, what people do unconsciously, is also the known. There's only one place where the unknown exists, and that's the present moment. And I've just done it enough times, and there are plenty of people in our work that have done it enough times to know when you're there and when you're not.
Okay.
And when you're not, it's very obvious because you've been there enough times. So it's just like hitting a tennis ball in a sweet spot. You lock into something and that wholeness starts to happen, and now you're no longer creating from polarity or duality or opposites. People they create when they see they don't have something. Whether, hey, nice suit, I want one of those, right? And the moment I see that you have a nice suit and I start thinking, I want one of those, my brain naturally starts putting me in the equation. Next thing you know, I'm wearing your suit. Well, that's because we're wired to do that. So then we have this natural ability to create. The problem is after you imagine that, you open your eyes and you don't have it, people experience more lack. Well, we're not that good yet. So then the act of practicing enough times and beginning to create the state in which you're so connected to the energy of your future. Now think about this. You're so connected to the energy of your future, you're no longer looking for it or waiting for it. You feel like it's already happened.
The law of attraction is something you use for every second of your day. It responds to your feelings. If you like this video, give it a like. It's totally free. And tell me what you like the most in this video in the comments below. Do you believe you can change your life? We will continue with Complete the Quote challenge. Can you complete the quote and give us the right answer? All you need to do is to complete the quote or statement that we choose, and if you can do it first, you're the daily winner. Your job is to write the correct answer in the comments below the video, or your guess if you're not sure. In the previous video we were looking for 2 words and the quote belongs to Dr. Joe Dispenza and it goes like this. Same thoughts always lead to the... And the correct answer is same choices. So, same thoughts always lead to the same choices. Congratulations to everyone with the correct answer. Today we are looking for 2 words, and the quote belongs to Joe Dispenza also. The quote goes like this. The moment you decide to no longer think the same way, act the same way, or live by the same emotions, it's going to... Write your answers in the comments below the video. Be the first one and win this challenge. Did you understand everything that Joe Dispenza said? If you don't want to miss my new videos and challenges, subscribe and hit the bell button, and you'll be notified when my new video is published. Help me make this video popular by sharing it. If you really like what we do here and want to support us, you can join our channel and our community for a symbolic fee and gain many other additional features. You can do that by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button, or you can click on the link in the description of this video. Stay good and have a great day!